When was the last time you stopped and asked yourself, am I doing something that's quietly destroying the respect people have for me? Most of us don't notice it because these habits hide behind ordinary behaviors. They look harmless, almost invisible, yet they slowly chip away at how others see us, and even worse, how we see ourselves. In today's video from Stoicism Breath, we'll uncover 4 toxic habits that might be silently sabotaging your reputation and self-respect. If you want to be trusted, taken seriously, and remembered for the right reasons, this reflection is for you. But first, I want to say something important. This community exists because of you. Every comment, every time you share a video, it all fuels our mission to bring Stoic wisdom into real life. Seeing so many of you reflect, grow, and live more consciously is what keeps us going. From the heart, thank you for walking this path of self-knowledge with us. Now let's talk about respect. When it disappears, it's rarely by accident. It fades through small daily actions, quiet choices, or even moments when we fail to act. And as the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. In other words, don't worry about how others define respect, focus on living it. Seneca taught that the greatest sign of wisdom is to observe yourself honestly. So today, let's do exactly that. No masks, no excuses, just awareness. Together, we'll identify 4 habits that may look harmless on the surface but can deeply damage your credibility and inner peace. I've been there too. I've made these same mistakes more than once. But when I started to apply Stoic principles in my daily life, everything began to change. More balance, more confidence, and yes, more respect. So grab your coffee, settle in, and open your mind. What's coming next might be uncomfortable, but it will also be freeing. The first habit, the silent poison of relationships, gossip. It may look like harmless conversation, a bit of social bonding at the office or over lunch, but here's the truth: whoever gossips to you will gossip about you. When you join in, you send a message without realizing it: I can't be trusted. I remember in college, gossip felt like a normal part of the day. We'd laugh, speculate, and analyze people's lives like a sport. Until one day, a classmate, let's call her Sarah, was the target. A private detail about her feelings got passed around and turned into a joke. The next week, she stopped talking to almost everyone. And for the first time, I saw how gossip doesn't just spread words, it leaves scars. Epictetus warned us long ago, if it's not your concern, don't say it. Don't even listen. Gossip shrinks you. It makes people question your integrity, even when they don't say it out loud. If you truly want to be respected, choose conversations that lift others up. Discuss ideas, not people. As the saying goes, small minds discuss people, average minds discuss events, great minds discuss ideas. Every day you get to choose which kind of mind you want to be. Up next, the second habit that erodes respect faster than anything else: being unreliable. We live in a time where promises come easily, but actions are rare. We say we'll be there, we'll help, we'll change, but when the moment comes, excuses step in. And here's the truth: no one likes to face when your word loses its value, so do you. There was a time when I thought flexibility meant freedom. I would make plans, cancel them last minute, promise something, then change my mind. It seemed harmless until one small incident changed how I saw myself. My friend Emily had spent weeks planning her birthday. Everything was perfect. The guest list, decorations, music details only someone who truly cares would think of. I told her, of course I'll be there. I wouldn't miss it for anything. But on the day of the party, I got distracted. Something else came up. By the time I remembered, it was too late. I sent her a quick text apologizing, hoping it would smooth things over. Her reply was polite but distant, and that's when it hit me. I hadn't just missed a party. I'd damaged something far more fragile: trust. From that day on, things between us were never quite the same. The Stoics believed that a person's word was sacred. Seneca wrote, "Nothing is more valuable than the commitment of a person of integrity." Your word is your contract. Reliability isn't built on grand gestures or impressive speeches. It's built on consistency, on showing up, on doing what you said you would do, arriving on time, meeting deadlines, following through even in the small things. That's where character is tested, because reliability doesn't mean perfection, it means honesty. If you can't do something, don't promise it. If something changes, communicate with respect. People don't expect you to be flawless, they expect you to be dependable. In professional life, this matters more than talent or charm. You can be brilliant, but if you don't follow through, doors will quietly start closing. Respect grows from trust, and trust grows from repeated integrity, even when no one's watching. Now let's talk about another habit that can quietly destroy respect: interrupting others. Sometimes we lose people's respect not through big mistakes, but through small behaviors we repeat every day. Interrupting seems minor, even harmless. You might think you're just being engaged or enthusiastic, but every interruption sends an unspoken message. What I have to say matters more than what you're saying, and over time that erodes connection and respect. Early in my career, I was guilty of this. I was eager, full of ideas, always ready to jump in. During meetings, I would interrupt, constantly correcting, adding, suggesting, until one day my manager pulled me aside and said something that stopped me cold. "You're always ready to speak, but rarely ready to listen." Those words hit hard because she was right. I wasn't listening. I was waiting for my turn. That's not communication. That's ego dressed as enthusiasm. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher who rose from slavery to wisdom, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason to listen more and speak less." Since then, I've practiced what I call Stoic listening, the discipline of being fully present when others speak. Because respect doesn't begin when you talk, it begins when you listen. When I felt that urge to interrupt, I started doing something simple yet powerful. I took a deep breath. Then I'd ask myself, does this really need to be said right now, or can I wait, listen, and learn? That one pause changed everything. People began to see me differently, more grounded, more trustworthy, more respectful. Because real strength isn't about speaking louder, it's about knowing when to stay silent. If you want to earn respect, practice intentional silence. Listen with presence. Let people finish their thoughts. When you truly listen, not just to respond, but to understand, you build something rare in today's world: consideration. Now let's talk about another hidden habit that destroys respect: complaining. We've all done it. Complained about the traffic, the weather, the boss. It feels like relief, a moment to vent. But when complaining becomes a habit, it turns toxic. It stops being a release and starts being a weight, one that drags down not just you, but everyone around you. People slowly distance themselves, not because they don't care, but because constant negativity drains energy. I've been there. There was a time when everything bothered me. Too hot, too cold, too slow, too unfair. Until one day a close friend said something that hit hard. "It seems like nothing is ever good enough for you." My first instinct was to defend myself. But later I realized he was right. I had become addicted to complaining, and the worst part, I didn't even notice it. The Stoics taught that we should never complain about reality. Instead, we should act on what we can change and accept what we cannot. That's real strength. The rain won't stop because you hate it. The traffic won't move faster because you're angry. But your attitude, that's fully in your control. Once I started replacing complaints with action or acceptance, everything shifted. If the environment was bad, I left. If something failed, I looked for the lesson. And if nothing could be done, I took a deep breath and moved forward. It didn't make me naive, it made me lighter. And others noticed the difference. Ask yourself this: do your words build energy or drain it? Do you focus more on problems or solutions? Because the mind is like a radar, it finds exactly what you train it to find. Feed negativity and you'll see chaos. Train gratitude and you'll see possibility. Respect also comes from the energy you bring into a room. No one respects someone who constantly complains. So next time you feel that urge, pause and ask, is this under my control? If yes, act. If no, accept. That one question can change your life, because true respect starts with something deeper: respecting yourself. Today we uncovered 4 silent habits that sabotage respect: gossiping, being unreliable, interrupting, and excessive complaining. Each of them can be replaced with integrity, discipline, listening, and conscious action. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In the same way, the best way to earn respect is to be unlike the majority, to be calm, steady, and present. One habit at a time, one step each day, you can reshape how the world responds to you. Comment below with the words, "I choose to be worthy of respect." Tell us which habit you're ready to transform. It's not just a comment, it's your first act of change. This is Stoicism Breath, reminding you you are responsible for the energy you bring into the world. Bring what builds, leave the rest behind.